a deadly shooting in Hickory Hill with connections to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti.
Sources close to the family of rapper Yo Gotti confirmed the man killed outside a Hickory Hill event center is Gotti's brother.
While Yo Gotti has made waves in the music industry with his chart-topping hits and larger-than-life persona, Anthony Mims, his older brother, remained a mysterious figure. However, the mystery around him ended when the news of his killing broke on January 13th. According to some, he had been living on borrowed time for some months now, and it all goes back to the day that young Dolph was killed, not far from the same spot where he too would be shot. In this video, I am going to be taking you through the tragic fate of Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook. Born and raised in the vibrant city of Memphis, Tennessee, Anthony Mims grew up alongside his younger brother, Mario Mims, who would later become known as the iconic rapper Yo Gotti. Growing up in a neighborhood filled with challenges and adversity, Anthony and Mario faced the harsh realities of life at a young age. Their upbringing was far from easy, with limited resources and a constant struggle to make ends meet. However, it was during these formative years that the brothers developed a strong bond, relying on each other for support and guidance. While Mario, or Yo Gotti as he would come to be known, found solace in music and began honing his skills as a rapper, Anthony took a different path. He was known for his street smarts and entrepreneurial spirit, always looking for opportunities to make a name for himself. Despite their different paths, the brothers remained close, with Anthony serving as a pillar of support for Yo Gotti throughout his journey in the music industry. As Yo Gotti's career started gaining momentum, Anthony played a crucial role behind the scenes, handling various aspects of his brother's business affairs. He became an integral part of Yo Gotti's team, ensuring everything ran smoothly, and his brother's talent was showcased to the world. But Anthony's involvement in the music industry didn't stop there. He had a keen eye for talent and a knack for discovering rising stars. Through his connections and industry knowledge, Anthony played a pivotal role in the formation of the Collective Music Group, CMG, a record label that would go on to sign some of the hottest names in the industry. Under Anthony's guidance, CMG became a force to be reckoned with, propelling Yo Gotti's career to new heights and providing a platform for emerging artists to showcase their talent. The label's roster boasted a diverse range of artists, each bringing their unique style and sound to the forefront of the music scene. However, as Anthony's star continued to rise, so did the number of people who were conspiring to drop him. You see, Anthony had gotten himself involved with one of the most brutal feuds in Memphis, and that would cost him his life. The day he was killed started like any other for Big Jook, who had attended a funeral service for a relative earlier in the day. After bidding farewell to grieving family members, he made his way to Perignon Restaurant and Event Center, where a repast service was being held. Perignon was a popular spot for gatherings and celebrations, known for its vibrant atmosphere and delicious cuisine. On this particular day, the restaurant was filled with mourners paying their respects and sharing memories of the departed. Big Jook, dressed in a stylish suit, mingled with the crowd, exchanging hugs and condolences. At around 4:15 p.m., the tranquility of the day was shattered by the sound of gunshots. Panic ensued as people scrambled for cover, their hearts pounding with fear. Memphis police, who happened to be in the vicinity, were immediately alerted to the incident. They rushed to the scene, their sirens blaring. 2 men had been shot, their lives hanging in the balance. Among them was Big Jook, who had become the target of a ruthless attack. Emergency services were called, and within minutes, an ambulance arrived at Perignon. Paramedics swiftly attended to the wounded, desperately trying to save their lives. Big Jook was quickly transported to St. Francis Hospital, where medical professionals fought to keep him alive. However, despite their best efforts, it was too late. Anthony Big Jook Mims was pronounced dead, leaving behind a devastated family and a community in mourning. According to eyewitnesses present at the scene, the suspects responsible for the shooting were seen fleeing in a white SUV. The vehicle in question has been identified as a white Ford Explorer with black wheels and dark-tinted windows. Surveillance video captured the image of the suspect vehicle, adding weight to the investigation and raising hopes of identifying those responsible. As of now, no arrests have been made, leaving the community on edge and demanding justice for Big Jook. The investigation is ongoing, with law enforcement following leads and analyzing evidence to bring the perpetrators to justice. As news of the shooting spread, social media platforms became a hotbed of speculation and conspiracy theories. People from all walks of life took to their keyboards, expressing their shock and disbelief. Clips of Yo Gotti and Big Jook at a funeral before the shooting went viral, with fans flooding the comments section with messages of condolences for the family and friends of the deceased. However, amidst the outpouring of grief, some conspiracies began to emerge. Some individuals insinuated that the assassination of young Dolph, another Memphis-based rapper, was somehow connected to Big Jook's death. The long-standing beef between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph became a focal point for these conspiracy theories, as social media users drew parallels between the two tragic incidents. One particular post by an account on X caught the attention of many. The post referenced dolphin emojis and called Big Juke's death blood for blood. This chilling statement ignited a firestorm of reactions on social media, with users expressing their shock and concern over the state of society and the perpetuation of violence. Amid the chaos and speculation, law enforcement agencies launched a thorough investigation into the shooting. The Memphis police held a press conference where they confirmed that they were analyzing a video of the incident. While they acknowledged that the victims were likely targeted, they refrained from commenting on any larger conspiracy or Big Juke's connection to Yo Gotti. Young Dolph and Yo Gotti beef. Now you might be wondering, what did Young Dolph have to do with the killing of Big Juke? Well, that story takes us into the violent dynamics of the city of Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, a city known for its rich musical history, has also been a hotbed for violence and crime. It's a place where talent and survival go hand in hand. In the midst of this environment, two rap legends emerged, Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. Their paths would cross in the streets of Memphis, but their journey together would take a tumultuous turn. Young Dolph, born Adolph Thornton Jr., had a challenging upbringing. Both of his parents were addicted to crack cocaine, leaving him to navigate the streets on his own. Dolph found solace in the rap game, using it as an outlet to express his experiences and aspirations. He began freestyling among his friends, but it wasn't until a life-altering car crash that he decided to take music seriously. After surviving the accident, Dolph had a newfound perspective on life. He realized that he had a second chance, and he was determined to make the most of it. He started distributing free CDs throughout the city, hustling to get his music heard. It didn't take long for people to take notice of his raw talent and authentic storytelling. In 2010, Dolph dropped his project Welcome to Dolph World, which created a buzz in the city and solidified his presence in the Memphis rap scene. But Dolph had bigger plans than just being a local sensation. That same year, he founded his own label called Paper Route Empire. With each new project he released, Dolph's popularity grew, and his numbers spoke for themselves. He was a force to be reckoned with, and it was clear that he had his sights set on dominating the rap game. Meanwhile, Yo Gotti, born Mario Mims, had already established himself as an icon in the Memphis rap scene. Gotti had been in the game since 1996, grinding his way to the top. In 2012, he took a major step in his career by founding his own label, Collective Music Group, CMG. However, despite his success, Gotti had yet to sign any artists to his roster. In 2013, Gotti came across a collaboration project between Dolph and Gucci Mane. The project caught his attention, and he saw potential in Dolph's talent. Gotti recognized the opportunity to bring Dolph into the CMG family and offered him a deal, but Dolph had other plans. He had already invested a significant amount of time, effort, and money into building his own empire. He wanted to create his own lane and be known for his own accomplishments, rather than riding someone else's wave. Dolph turned down Gotti's offer, a decision that would shape the course of their relationship. Dolph's refusal to sign with CMG didn't sit well with Gotti, and tensions began to simmer beneath the surface. Despite the respect they showed each other in interviews, there was already static behind the scenes. The two artists went their separate ways, with Dolph continuing to grind and achieve success on his own terms. In the following years, Dolph's star continued to rise. He achieved double platinum success with his collaboration with OT Genesis, solidifying his position as a force to be reckoned with in the rap industry. Meanwhile, Gotti decided to sign another Memphis rapper, Black Youngsta, and took on the role of his mentor. Black Youngsta, who had also overcome the struggles of the streets, found a home under Gotti's wing. Black Youngsta's rise in the rap game added fuel to the fire between Dolph and Gotti. The tension between the two artists reached its peak in February 2016 when Dolph released his debut album, King of Memphis. The album's title struck a nerve with Gotti, who had previously referred to himself as the King of Memphis. The stage was set for a full-blown beef between the two rap heavyweights. While fans anticipated a fiery response from Gotti, he remained silent. Instead, it was Black Youngsta who stepped up to the plate, dissing Dolph on social media and making his intentions clear. The beef escalated, with Dolph accusing Gotti of hating on Memphis rappers and even putting the police on him. Dolph didn't hold back in his response, taking shots at Gotti and Black Youngsta in his verse on the remix of Trouble's track Ready. The tension between the two camps continued to escalate, with diss tracks and social media jabs being exchanged, but the beef didn't end there. Dolph dropped the track Play With Yo Bitch, taking the feud with Gotti to a whole new level. The song was a wild diss track where Dolph claimed to have been involved with Gotti's baby mama, further fueling the fire. Gotti, however, chose not to respond with his own song, opting for cryptic tweets about his business partnerships instead. The beef between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti was reaching its boiling point. The tension spilled over into real-life incidents, with Dolph narrowly escaping a shooting in North Carolina. Despite the danger, Dolph fearlessly performed his controversial track Play With Yo Bitch on stage that same night, proving that he wasn't backing down. Black Youngsta was charged with the shooting, but the case was eventually dropped due to a lack of evidence. The beef seemed destined to continue until someone got seriously hurt or killed. However, after Dolph was shot 3 times during a confrontation in Los Angeles, both sides decided to move on and focus on their own careers. Although young Dolph had so many brushes with death, he was not going to survive the final attempt on his life. This time, it happened just outside a Makeda restaurant in November 2021. While Yo Gotti might have been adamant that the killing of young Dolph was related to his beef that has not stopped the rumor mills from putting the dots together. As the investigation unfolded, the authorities uncovered a web of deceit and betrayal that would lead them to the doorstep of Hernandez Govan and Big Juke. Govan was indicted on charges of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. But what led Govan to solicit such a heinous act? According to Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy, it was Govan who orchestrated the murder of young Dolph. He allegedly approached 2 individuals, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, and tasked them with carrying out the deadly act. The motive behind this shocking crime remains a subject of intense speculation. However, a lot of people are saying that Big Juke himself had given Govan $40,000 to drop young Dolph for his disrespect of CMG. The indictment charging Govan and young Dolph's death came just a week before the anniversary of the murder, adding an eerie twist to an already chilling tale. But what is even more disturbing is the revelation that the conspiracy to commit first-degree murder charge dates back to June 2021. This suggests that Govan had been planning young Dolph's murder for months, meticulously laying the groundwork for this shocking crime. The investigation took another unexpected turn with the arrest of Shundale Barnett, who was charged with accessory after the fact. Barnett was accused of aiding Justin Johnson following young Dolph's murder. Although Barnett was arrested in Indiana, he was later released. However, a warrant for first-degree murder has since been issued for Barnett, leaving us to wonder if this charge is connected to the young Dolph case. In a recent court hearing, Justin Johnson requested to be moved from the jail at 201 Poplar to the penal farm, citing safety concerns. The judge stated that the decision would be at the discretion of Shelby County Sheriff Floyd Bonner. This request highlights the dangerous nature of the case and the potential risks faced by those involved. Now we turn our attention to a photo that has sent shockwaves through the internet and ignited a frenzy of speculation. The photo, which has gone viral on social media platforms, shows Hernandez Govan alongside Big Juke, the brother of renowned rapper Yo Gotti. The unexpected connection between these 2 individuals has left the public in a state of disbelief and raised countless questions about their relationship and potential involvement in the murder of young Dolph. As the photo circulated online, theories began to emerge, each more shocking than the last. Some speculate that Big Juke may have had a role in orchestrating the murder, while others believe that the photo is merely a coincidence, capturing an innocent encounter between the 2 individuals. The truth remains elusive, but the internet is abuzz with speculation and theories. It is important to note that Big Juke has not been implicated in the murder of young Dolph, and there is no concrete evidence linking him to the crime. However, the photo has undeniably raised suspicions and added a new layer of intrigue to an already complex case. The public's fascination with the photo stems from the belief that it may hold clues to the motive behind young Dolph's murder. Some theorize that the connection between Govan and Big Juke may have been a catalyst for the crime, while others suggest that it could be a mere coincidence with no relevance to the case. The truth may lie somewhere in between, and it is up to the investigators to uncover the facts. As the investigation continues, authorities are meticulously analyzing the photo, searching for any hidden details or context that may shed light on the relationship between Govan and Big Juke. Every angle, every expression, and every background element is being scrutinized in the quest for answers. The viral nature of the photo has also sparked a wave of public interest in the case, with armchair detectives and internet sleuths dissecting every aspect of the image. Online forums and social media platforms have become hotbeds of speculation as individuals share their theories and attempt to piece together the puzzle. Young Dolph's death and Big Juke's mockery.
I don't paint no bitch beside 2 real niggas. 2 real niggas with a pussy in the middle, man.
As the news of young Dolph's passing spread, the hip-hop community mourned the loss of a talented artist. However, amidst the grief and sadness, some saw this tragedy as an opportunity for celebration and mockery. One such individual was Big Juke, the brother of renowned rapper Yo Gotti. Big Juke and his crew seemed unable to contain their excitement over young Dolph's demise. They took to social media, flaunting their joy and reveling in the pain of Young Dolph's loved ones. Black Youngstar, a member of the crew, even released a diss track aimed at Young Dolph, further fueling the fire of disrespect. But it didn't stop there. Big Juke took to Instagram to taunt Young Dolph's family and artists associated with him. In a series of videos, he shamelessly mocked their grief and financial struggles, offering to pay their bills in exchange for a cut of their future earnings.
I'm finna start a GoFundMe, man, cause I know a lot of you rap niggas fucked up out here, man. Can't do no shows. Ain't save no money.
The actions of Big Juke and his crew were met with outrage and disbelief. How could someone revel in the pain of others, especially in such a tragic moment? The hip-hop community was left questioning the moral compass of these individuals and the depths they were willing to sink to for attention and clout. But the story doesn't end there. Young Dolph's cousin, First Lady of Paper Route Vicky, added fuel to the fire by posting a hit list after Big Juke's passing. The list included Yo Gotti, Big Juke, and others believed to be involved in Young Dolph's death. It seemed to confirm the connection between Young Dolph's camp and the events surrounding Big Juke's demise. The word on the street was that Big Juke had put a $40,000 bounty on Young Dolph's head, making him a prime target for retaliation. With tensions running high, Big Juke felt invincible, believing that his status and influence would protect him from any harm. But the reality was far from what Big Juke believed. The younger generation no longer held the same respect for the big homies of the past. In today's world, it was survival of the fittest, and Big Juke was about to learn that the hard way. Despite the mounting danger and the anonymous death threats he received, Big Juke remained unfazed. He dismissed the threats as mere trolling, believing that no one would dare act on them. But sometimes the signs are too glaring to ignore. Back-to-back anonymous death threats flooded his phone, each one more chilling than the last. The culprits used a free text app to avoid being traced, adding an extra layer of mystery to the situation. But Big Juke brushed them off, convinced that he was untouchable. But as the saying goes, pride comes before a fall. Big Juke's arrogance and refusal to take the threat seriously would prove to be his downfall. It was in the midst of this dangerous atmosphere that Big Juke received a warning, a plea from someone who knew the imminent danger he faced. The warning was clear. Do not attend the funeral of his uncle, a major drug dealer whom he admired and respected. But Big Juke, blinded by his pride and the desire to pay his respects, chose to ignore the warning. He believed that his presence at the funeral was necessary, that he could show his love and admiration for his uncle without consequence. Little did he know that this decision would set off a chain of events that would lead to the most dangerous day of his life. The warning was not to be taken lightly, as those who issued it knew the perfect timing to strike, when Big Juke would be most vulnerable. Big Juke, a larger-than-life figure in the rap industry, was no stranger to danger. His involvement in major beefs and alleged connections to the hit-on rapper Young Dolph had put a target on his back. But it was at a car show in North Memphis that the first attempt on his life took place. Chaos erupted as the sound of gunshots filled the air. Panic-stricken attendees scattered in every direction, seeking cover from the hail of bullets. But amidst the chaos, Big Juke remained remarkably unscathed. It was a miracle that Big Juke survived the attempt on his life. Some attributed it to sheer luck, while others believed that his entourage and the presence of witnesses deterred the gunman from finishing the job. But one thing was clear: Big Juke had narrowly escaped death. News of the assassination attempt spread like wildfire, sending shockwaves through the rap community and beyond. Many wondered how Big Juke could continue to move so recklessly, putting his life on the line without proper security measures in place. But despite the close call, Big Juke remained undeterred. He believed that his status and influence would shield him from any harm. Little did he know that danger was lurking around every corner, and the next attempt on his life could be just moments away. However, the warning signs were becoming harder to ignore. In addition to the anonymous death threats he had received, the attempt on his life at the car show should have been a wake-up call. But Big Juke's arrogance and belief in his invincibility clouded his judgment. But as the saying goes, pride comes before a fall. Big Juke's refusal to take the threat seriously would soon catch up with him, leading to a day that would change everything. Big Juke was finally killed in January this year, and a few artists have sent their condolences, condolence he never gave to Young Dolph's family after his passing. While Yo Gotti, Big Juke's brother, has not yet publicly commented on the devastating loss, the CMG artists who worked closely with Big Juke took to social media to express their grief and pay tribute to their fallen comrade. One such artist is Glorilla, a superstar rapper under the CMG label. On Instagram, she shared a poignant photo of herself at the 2023 Grammy Awards, standing alongside Yo Gotti and Big Juke. The caption accompanying the photo read, "Get your rest," accompanied by a crying emoji. The emotional weight of the post resonated with fans and fellow artists, highlighting the profound impact Big Jook had on those around him. Another CMG rapper, Big Boogie, also took to social media to mourn the loss of Big Jook. He posted a photo of himself with his head bowed, paying homage to Big Jook with the words, "Forever love you." Big Boogie's Instagram stories were filled with heartfelt photos and videos of Big Jook, each accompanied by messages of love and remembrance. Louisville rapper SG, a fellow CMG artist, joined the chorus of tributes, sharing a photo of himself with Big Jook. In his heartfelt post, he praised Big Jook for always keeping it real and expressed his gratitude for their friendship. SG's words, "Kept it real with me, I could never forget," resonated with the authenticity and genuine connection that Big Jook had with those around him. The loss of Big Jook has left a void in the Memphis hip-hop scene and has reverberated throughout the music industry. His contributions to CMG and the music community as a whole will forever be remembered. That brings us to the end of this video. For more videos like this, click on the cards on your screen.